Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Ray Hennessy here with another real-time edit. Today I have this beautiful scenic photo, totally my style, from Mattia Prella. Hope I pronounced that properly. Looks like from Italy and BC, so very cool. And yeah, some fun photography here. Yep, there's your edit. Nice. Digging that. It's cool with the barbed wire. Love all the surf scoters. Such cool ducks. Very cool. Look at that. That's really neat. Beautiful red-winged blackbird. So yeah, some fun stuff here. All right, so give them a follow, and let's get right into this edit. All right, so I think I'm actually gonna just ditch the water line only because I'm just finding it kind of distracting down there. And if I go level with it, there's not enough to really, I think, make it worth keeping in there. So I'm just gonna make it all about the scene up here. It feels like I'm also seeing some buildings and stuff down there. Again, not adding a ton to this image to me, and I'm gonna go just kind of remove it all. I'm a fan of showing that kind of urban environment connection, and I don't know, maybe that's not what that was down there. Maybe it's just, I guess it could just be rock, but I don't know. It kind of looks like buildings to me. Anyway, um, I'm a fan of sometimes showing like where the habitat is, and you can kind of see like urban development and stuff like that, but um, I don't know. This one I feel like it just works better being just nature and scenic. So I would have loved for this gull to be just a little above that horizon line, like just a little separated, but it fits in there quite nicely. I love how it fits in between that one and that one, and the layers and the colors and the scene are all just working quite wonderfully here. So I'm going to embrace this warm to cool tone like built into the image. So I'm going to warm it up a little bit just to kind of really embrace that up top there. And then let's see, we'll go a little bit lighter with the shadows, a little bit lighter exposure overall, and then I want to drop those blacks to get just a little bit more contrast, but I don't want to completely remove that sort of foggy layering effect. Then I'm going to throw a gradient on, real big soft gradient, and then just cool that bottom half off, desaturate it a little bit because I don't want it to be like overly blue saturated, but I do want to kind of lean into that color difference, and then I'm just going to go with a little bit of richer exposure up top there. So I think that's about where I'm going to be. And then I can't decide if I want to go like leave this bird kind of silhouetted a little bit and see some detail, or go full silhouette with it. So maybe, when I get into Photoshop, we'll give that a try and just see what it looks like. So let's see. I guess I'll just do that right off the bat. Let's just see what it looks like if we full silhouette this bird. So I'll just drop that. And there we go. That should make it nice and black. And then I'll just paint that in right on the bird. I'd be fine with it being just about the shape because it's a wonderful shape. Wings up like that. You can almost see, just by the shape of the wings, you can almost tell it's a gull species, So I think that's really cool. So it kind of lends to being a silhouette. But there's also something to be said for seeing the difference between that black head and then the white body, And so I'm about to take that away right now and just make it all black. But let's see what happens. I'll zoom out after I do this and see what it looks like, see which I prefer. This is the kind of thing, there's absolutely no right or wrong with it. It's just a matter of what do you prefer. And I got to say, I think I actually prefer the full silhouette. It just makes that subject stand out a little bit more than it does here. And I don't feel like I'm getting any huge added benefit of being able to see just the white body, black head separation there. So I'm going to go just full silhouette with it. And then, gosh, I mean, there's not a whole hell of a lot more to do. Maybe I'll just make that top half just a little bit richer, even more, just because I can have a little bit more fine-tuned control over it there. Maybe a little bit more contrast in these bottom layers. Just kind of bold them up a little bit. Bring a little bit more heaviness down to that, especially this bottom closer layer. And then, gosh, maybe a little bit of more high-end contrast in the middle section there, so that becomes kind of our brighter area, even brighter than the glowing up top. I'm going to back off of that. We'll go 50% of that. I think I'm good with this one. I mean, there's not a lot to do there, but that's going to be my take on this image. Thank you so much, Mattia, for sending in this photo. Let's get it back into Lightroom here. So there's my take. There's the original. Well, actually, there's the full original right there, right? So we go from that. Yeah, I definitely think that ditching that water is the right move there, just because it's so bright and just distracting and pulling my attention down there and keeping my eyes away from the layer. So we're going from that to that. Again, love the Scenic, love the layers here, love the colors. Just a beautiful image all around. So that's my take on that photo. Thanks so much for submitting. Let's see. I'm just curious what you did there. Let's take a look at it, if it ever loads here. Come on. There we go, Instagram. A short-billed gull. Very cool. Pretty similar take, I would say there. Yeah. Cropped in just a little bit more snug than I think I did, right? I left a little bit more space there. Gotta say, I almost love your darker, more contrasty version there. This is feeling like a little bit kind of light now. And you did go really close to an all silhouette there. So, yeah, see, this is how it is, right? Different takes. Now that I see that, I would probably go in and jump in here and drop just a little bit more kind of black end contrast, maybe just lower end contrast like that. Right? Just so it doesn't feel so washed out. It's funny, it didn't feel washed out at all when I did it, but, in comparison, I do think that you probably went in a better direction than I did there. So there we go. Well, that's my updated version after seeing yours. But beautiful image nonetheless. And if you want to learn more about how I do what I do with these edits, head on over to learnbirdphotos.com. You can sign up for and access my Photoshop for Wildlife Photography course. It's going to teach you everything I know about how to edit in Photoshop for wildlife photography. It's broken down into chapters. Each tool, each concept, each idea is its own video. Almost 9 hours of video content. There's also a few free previews that you can watch and check out, see if you're interested. $325, it's yours. You can watch it at your own pace and learn at your own pace online. It's a great way to learn Photoshop, especially if you've been watching these real-time edit videos that I've been putting out for a while and have been curious about how I do all this stuff. You can also always head over to rayhennessy.com, go to the workshops menu, check out the online workshops, and I have online for Photoshop, Lightroom, and my bird photography course, as well as the remote sessions that you can work with me one-on-one via Zoom. So thanks again to Mattia for sending in this photo, and there's my final take on it.